Hi, my name is Roisin and I'm a business systems consultant with Goal Vision. Today I'm going to be discussing with you an introduction to sales webinar with Goal Vision. Some of the topics we're going to be discussing today include lead management and web form integration, managing opportunities through stages and probability, quotes, activities, documents. We'll also be discussing using appointments and diary views and understanding sales targets and reporting. We're going to start off by discussing the leads area in Goal Vision. There are three main leads areas that we can find in the view menu in Goal Vision. We have leads, lead lists, and lead assignment. Each lead must derive from a lead list. We might set up a lead list based on where we've collected the lead information from. For example, if we attend an exhibition, we may wish to create a lead list for this exhibition so we can collate all the leads gathered at said exhibition. Alternatively, we may wish to set up a lead list and link it with Goal Vision's handy web form integration. Therefore, if you're collecting inquiries through your website, you can have them feed directly into Goal Vision to allow your users to manage them in the Goal Vision database. When creating a lead, we're simply populating some very simple information. Some of that information includes things like the contact's name, their contact information, such as mobile phone number, email address, and also the company that they work for. Over time, you'll build a relationship with that lead. You can add notes to the lead in Goal Vision, and eventually it will come to a point whereby you can promote your lead into the Goal Vision account and contact database as a fully fledged relationship. In order to promote a lead, we do just hit the promote button here, and this will pop Preston Hill and the Dresser Group into our main Goal Vision database. Now, it might be that you're dealing with a high quantity of leads. Therefore, it shouldn't be down to one individual to manage all of these leads. Therefore, we can utilize the lead assignment area of Goal Vision, which allows us to allocate leads to certain individuals. We filter the lead assignment list as appropriate, and then we hit actions and assign leads. This will allow us to bulk assign the leads to specific individuals. Once we have promoted a lead, it will appear in the accounts area of Goal Vision. For example, if we take the Dresser Group that we looked at earlier, we'll find them now that they sit as an account in Goal Vision, and the contact will appear as a contact. At this point, we can then begin managing the sale. And the first step in which we can do this is by creating an opportunity. So we can hit the plus button in the top right-hand corner and create an opportunity. When we're building our opportunity, we want to give the opportunity an appropriate name. For example, we might want to call this 3 times training sessions, as it may be that Preston has requested 3 training sessions from us. We know that each training session is going to cost approximately £100, and there's 3 of them. So we're going to place a value on this opportunity of £300. We can then manage the opportunity through stages. This allows us to understand at which stage the opportunity is. Are we early stages? Are we later stages? I've also linked the stages in with the probability and the forecasting on the opportunity. Therefore, the earlier stages have a lower probability as the likelihood of us winning the business is slightly less. For example, if I select preliminary stage 10% and my value is £300, it will set my probability at 10% and it will output a forecast value of £30. This means that when I'm reporting on my opportunities, I can point to the forecast value to give us a likelihood value that we will win. Another important field to look at when looking at an opportunity or recording a sale is the estimated close date. This allows us as a user to ascertain when we're likely to win this business, and it also allows the company to report on what they've got coming in and when. So for example, if Preston has outlined that they would like this training prior to the end of the month, I know that I'm going to win this business by the end of the month, so I can confidently pop that in as an estimated close date. If I then point my reporting towards anything that's due to close this month, this £300 value will appear in that forecast. Once I've created my opportunity, there are a number of tools in which I can use to help manage the sale. The opportunity is the overall folder in which I can track the stages, the values, and any contact for this opportunity. But I may want to set myself some tasks. For example, I may have a number of jobs to complete in and around this opportunity. I might need to call some people. I might need to set up some paperwork. I may need to delegate different tasks out. Therefore, I can use the opportunity activity to help me manage this. Naturally, I want to give the opportunity activity an appropriate name. So it might be follow-up call with Preston. So this is simply to remind me to call Preston and ascertain whether they are still interested in the training sessions. I can specify a type on my opportunity activity, but what is key here is the due date. When am I to conduct this follow-up call? So if I hit the due date field, I can speculate that I want to complete the call by the 15th. And I might want to do this by a particular time, such as 10 a.m. in the morning. I can then set myself a reminder 1 hour prior to this that I need to call Preston. This notification will appear in the Action Centre in Gold Vision. The other way in which I can manage my opportunity is I can also create appointments against an opportunity. Therefore, if I'm physically going to see Preston or I'm visiting a particular site, I can log appointments here and I can track my appointments using the appointment calendar in Gold Vision. When I look at the appointment calendar, I can see appointments by day, week, month, and I can also highlight them based on organiser or appointment type. Therefore, if I need to see what one particular individual has on any given day, I can simply filter them here. I can also upload documents and images against the opportunity. Therefore, if there are any relevant Word documents, PDFs or Excels that I need to upload, I can store them in a central place against the relevant opportunity. Also, if I need to take any photos of any equipment or on-premise sites, I can upload them in the gallery section for further review. Finally, along my sales journey, I'm going to want to quote the customer. At some point, they might want to see financials on paper. Instead of sending them an informal email with rough pricing, I can send them a formal quote document. And I can build this in Gold Vision using Gold Vision's quotes and product database. First of all, I'm going to want to move my stage along as I'm about to propose a quote to the customer. Then I'm going to want to actually create my quote. I can do this by hitting the plus button again in the top right-hand corner and creating a quote. Naturally, I want to give my quote a relevant name. You can create multiple quotes underneath an opportunity. So I'm just going to call this 3 times training as I only need the one. I can then also filter on the type of quote this is, and I can ascertain whether this is a draft quote, final quote, or revised quote. The other thing I can do at the quote level is I can set a price list to pick the products from. So if I'm offering specific discounts or prices to the dresser group, I can dictate which price list I want to select from. The other thing I can do in Gold Vision quoting is I can use one of Gold Vision's accounting integrations so that when I close my quote as 1, it will push through to the accounting integration as either a sales order or an invoice. This stops any duplicate data entry, as I don't need to enter it into Gold Vision and then into my accounting software. I can make the transition seamless. Once I've given my quote a name, I'm going to want to begin adding my products. And again, you can import your product catalog into Gold Vision. Then your user can simply select from the products on offer by using the product picker. If you have a vast product database, your user can quite easily filter through and search for the information they need, and then they can simply add the relevant product or products to the quote. Once we have outlined the products that we wish to add to our quote, we can then think about sending the customer a formal quote document. We understand here this is the correct pricing. So in order to output a formal quote document to the customer, we want to use the Word template icon in the top right-hand corner, and then choose from any number of quote templates. You can upload ones with different branding on them or different terms and conditions. It is down to your user to select the right template. This will pull information from the quote through into the document. So I have here my contact name, I have my quote reference, I have the date, and I also have my list of products. I can then choose to save this document or send this document to the potential customer. Another way in which we can manage our sales is by using Goal Vision reporting. So we can use Goal Vision dashboard reporting to help us understand just how well we are getting on. One thing that works really well here is the Goal Vision target charts. And we have two types of target chart. One is the typical traditional bar chart target chart. What we can see here are our bars, followed by months, and then we have a line here to dictate the target for each and every month. Administrators will need to set up the targets per individual or per company. You can also set targets up per product. These can be set for a weekly target, monthly target, quarterly target, or an annual target. The other option you've got is a gauge chart. Any user has the autonomy to set up a gauge chart for themselves. All we've done here is we've inputted some simple color association alongside some figures to allow us to understand what is a bad figure versus a good figure. So we can see here that GV won last month is just under the purple banding. GV estimated to close this month is again just under the purple banding. So we just need a slight more push to get that over the line. If you're uncertain about any data in your dashboard, you can simply click on it. When you click on the data in the dashboard, it will show you the underlining records that have attributed to that record. So we can see here the records that make up that 50,000 that is estimated to close. The other elements in which we can use to help us manage our sales are from the view menu. Again, we can use the sales list and the forecast list. As they state on the tin, the sales list allows us to look at any sales that we have generated, and the forecast list allows us to identify any items that are still in the pipeline. That is everything on today's introduction to sales. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel on the link below.